Ain't no makeup on it. I used to wear hand-me-downs, now it's dead stock. Balenci for my bitch, but I'm fucking with the bear.
What's going on YouTube? This your boy Arms Addict TV, the firearm addict himself. This is my first YouTube video, and by the title of this video, you can already tell what it's about to be about. We have here the Mark 18. My poor man's build of a Mark 18. So if you guys don't know about the Mark 18, Mark 18 was used in plenty of wars with the military, and I'm also in the military myself, so I thought, why not build my own Mark 18? So if you don't know, Mark 18 is made by Dang Defense, and a bare bones Mark 18 rifle without the optic, without the magnifier, you know, no light attachments, none of this, just bare bones rifle is I want to say around like 2000-ish, something in that era. I should put a picture up right here, but we're not paying that. That is a no-go. We're not paying that. So before I get this video started, YouTube purposes, we are clear and safe. Safe direction. Yep, we're on safety. Safe direction, clear and safe. So today, I'm gonna break down what's on my Mark 18, why did I choose to go with it, and yeah, so we're gonna go from tip to butt, starting off, you know, average muzzle brake, none too special. The bird cage flash hider from Dang Defense, none too special. Then here, I went with a Tacticon Battle Torch V2 from Tacticon. If it would focus, okay. But yeah, I went with a Tacticon Battle Torch V2. So this company, as you know, kind of looks like the Surefire Mini Scout, but we're trying to stay in the poor man's Mark 18 area, so we did not go with a Surefire. This brand was made by a combat veteran, so I like to support my other, you know, veterans. So I did decide to go with it. The light's pretty smooth. Comes with the pressure pad button, pressure pad temporarily on, button to stay on. Nothing too crazy. Pretty smooth light here. I went with a mag pull forward grip, because if you didn't know, this is an AR pistol, as you can see from the pistol brace. So I cannot put a vertical forward grip on here without this bad boy being SBR'd. I am in the process of getting this SBR'd, so stay tuned for that. Y'all probably see some few changes happen. I probably wouldn't change this forward grip. Pretty smooth, kind of like it, you know. I get questions, and I might get more questions on, oh, why you got it green if the gun's like an OD brown and black? I chose the green because I felt like the green would bring the gun out, make it pop more, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be average like everyone else. So I chose green for my angle forward grip, mag pull. Next, we go on the other side here. Focus. I went with the Dang Defense quick detach for my sling that I run, and run my sling from right here to my brace. As you can see, I have the sling right here with the QD swivels on it. I don't know what brand sling this is. It was given to me by a buddy of mine, so I don't know what brand it is, but I do run this sling like this, attached to the quick detach, to the brace, throw it around me. Throw it around, sits at a nice firm angle, ready to engage the target if need be. It's not, I do want to invest in a strap where I can hold my sling when it's not being in use, but we'll look more into that after my SBR process is done, so I can have the actual stock that I want on this rifle, soon to be rifle. technically ARP. All right, moving further up, we have a EOTech. Pretty sure. Focus. All right, don't want to focus, but pretty sure you guys are no strangers to EOTech. I do have the XBS2 on here, holographic sight with the 68 MOA circle on it and the 1 MOA dot in the middle. I'll try to see if I can get a video on this side or even over here to show you what that reticle looks like with it on. I know for a fact that I would not be able to show you guys from this point. Let me turn that on. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. I doubt it. There we go. Right now it just looks like a big ball, but since it's holographic, the camera probably doesn't see it as good as I do, but I'll put a video up showing how it looks. But yeah, this is the EOTech XBS2. Pretty good optic. And EOTechs are proven to be bomb proof. Even though there will be no situation where I will be dealing with any grenade, any bomb coming towards me. So I would never experience that. I wouldn't want to experience that because my EOTech will still be here. Gonna probably mess up. My magnifier will probably be gone. EOTech still there. My body's in pieces, blown up. I wouldn't even get to experience that. But they did say it is bomb proof, so kudos and plus to that. Next, we'll move on to my magnifier. This is the Sig Sauer Juliet 3 Micro 3 times magnifier. People usually get this with the Sig Sauer Romeo. It's a combo. I actually have the Romeo on my Sig Sauer 308, and this is also a Juliet, but this is the Juliet 4. The one on my Mark 18 is the Juliet 3, so it comes in a smaller configuration. Some flips to the side. Smaller configuration than the Juliet 4, Juliet 3. Unlike other magnifiers where you can just flip them to the side, this one you actually have to press a button right here. You guys can't see that button. It's right below the magnifier right there. You just press the button. Once you press it in, you're able to flip it out and rotate it back out as you please. Comes with the cover, especially if you're in a situation where you're not trying to be seen. This cover, if you doesn't know, these reflect. If someone flashes their light on you, these will reflect back. I'm also gonna get a cover for my EOTech and for my light if I decide to change the light out. But yeah, the cover comes in handy just in case situation like that. I shouldn't be in a situation like that, but you never know how the world works. Yeah, it's a pretty good combination. You know, I could have went EOTech and an EOTech magnifier, but then again, poor man's cheap Mark 18 build. So I went with the Juliet 3 times magnifier. I can't even believe I skipped over. So my whole upper is Daniel Defense. So we're not fully, completely poor man's Mark 18. This whole upper, usually some guys I see on YouTube, they tend to get like a BCM upper, or they'll get like a, I can't think of the name, but it's a rail that looks exactly how the Mark 18 rail looks with the quad rails. I think it's Midwest Industry, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I decided to go with a fully Dang Defense upper. I caught this on a sale from Brownells. This upper, I want to say, was about with the sale. So right now they're going for about $900. With the sale, I caught it for about $750, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm gonna also have all the prices here if I didn't already start it. But yeah, I caught it somewhere around that $750 price range. And yeah, I wanted to be as close to the Mark 18 as I possibly could without breaking the bank. That's why I also went with a Palmetto State lower. Me personally, I feel like I won't say now, for all you gun guys out there, beat me up. I will not say a lower is not important, but I would say a lower doesn't play that, major of a role when it comes down to your gun. I feel that the major part of your gun that plays the biggest role, I would say, is your barrel, your gas block, your BCG, and depending on if you run into suppressed or not, your charging handle. Those right there play the biggest role in having a good firearm. So I went with the PSA Deer Hunter 15 lower. Pretty cheap lower, not too expensive. I did stay regular, because then again I said I'm trying to stay as close to the Mark 18 as possible. So I went with the Danny Defense grip. As you can see, the DD at the bottom. I went with that grip. I was thinking about taking it off my other Danny Defense rifle. I have a DDM4 V7. I was thinking about taking it off of there, but I'm like, I went on their site and they had this grip for like $30-something. So I decided to go with that grip. I also have their whole lower receiver kit in here. Yeah, all the buttons, everything's Danny Defense except my trigger, and that's what I'm gonna get to next. This trigger is a Geisley super dynamic enhanced trigger with I believe let me turn this way. I believe a 3.5 trigger pull. You see, there's like that slightest bit of play right there. And then that break, you barely felt it. Check that reset out. That slightest bit of play. Up. Reset. Play. Slight. That is an amazing trigger. I only have, I want to say, I only have about 200-ish rounds in this gun with that set trigger. I did have the Palmetto State trigger in, but yeah, they use mil spec triggers, so yeah, that had to go. Anyways, yeah, Geisley super dynamic enhanced trigger, and to match up with the super dynamic enhanced trigger, I went with a Radian Talon from Radian Talon safety selector. I don't know why I'm forgetting things today, but yeah, I went the Radian Talon safety selector by Radian. So I do see a lot of guys with these. That 45-degree throw right there. It really, like, and it's also ambi, so it is on both sides. That 45-degree throw is just like, it got to me, Like, there's like multiple ambi safeties out there. This is the safety that was on there before. Yeah, you guys can see, there's nothing special about that. So yeah, I went with the Radiant Talon. Pretty nice safety. I'm getting on target, easily flip that to safe as I'm going down. And as I'm coming up, easily pop that on. Get ready to get on target, boom. So, really like that safety there. Next, the charging handle. And this is the Warhammer Mod 2 from Break Arms, made of 7075 T6 aluminum. And it does, zoom in closer to that, it does have the higher lip on there in case I want to shoot this suppressed, which I have no visions right now of getting this suppressed. Even though, like, yeah, it is a rifle. I've shot this without headphones and with headphones on, and I kind of already have a little permanent little in my ear, so it really doesn't affect me. But as in like home defense, even though this is going to be mainly a truck gun, got the gun, just got to get the truck. This is going to be mainly a truck gun, so I'm not really too much worried about suppress, because if I'm in the civilian world and I have to get on target, I'm not gonna worry about being quiet. I'm gonna worry about defending my life. So yeah, not really worried about too much getting it suppressed. But yeah, the Warhammer mod 2, higher lip. Yeah, send that forward. I am thinking about getting a bag lever here, just for quicker BCG drops. So if I have that locked to the rear, instead of having to change a mag, clear and safe. Instead of having to change a mag, when I get in there now. I drop a mag, boom, reload, and then come here. You have to send that forward. I can just pop right there. The bag lever literally sits like right there by the trigger. I can pop right there, send that bolt forward, and get to work. So yeah. Moving on to one of the most parts where most people can get in trouble when dealing with AR pistols is the brace, pistol brace. This is a pistol brace. It is, according to the ATF, it is not supposed to be shouldered. It is for disabled veterans, disabled, anyone disabled, supposed to help with your arm. But I don't know where that ruling is going right now, dealing with this hush act for suppressors and the short act for SBRs, even though I am gonna get this SBR, so I won't have to worry about any of that. But the stock, when you have anything shorter than 16 inches, you must have a pistol brace on your gun. I know most of you guys are already educated on firearms, and this is not a lesson or no teaching class on firearms, because me, myself, I'm still a beginner to the game, so I don't know much myself. But you cannot have a stock. If I were to put this here, boom. If I was to put this here, illegal. Without this being SBR with a tax stamp from the NFA, this would be illegal to do. That's why pistol brace for a pistol. But yeah, I went, yep, get that out of there. I decided to go with the SBA 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the 4, because the 3 doesn't have like this little, boop. It doesn't have that. I went with the SBA 4 because the SBA 3, yeah, like I said, it doesn't have the little swoop. And I just like this one because it gives it that more of a stock look than the SBA 3. The SBA 3 is pretty cool. I tried it out at first. I didn't really like it. I bought it from the gun store and they let me try out both. I shot them with them. It's nothing really impressive about it. It's about the same thing, you know. Not much you can really do with this stock, well, pistol brace. But yeah, the SBA 4, I did get this also from Brownells. Pretty good. Most of the things I got on here were from Brownells. The light, the upper, the QD I did get from a buddy, the same buddy that gave me the sling. He gave me the QD, so that was a plus. I got the charging handle from Brownells, trigger, the whole Daniel Defense lower part from Brownells. So I do have a front sight here, and as you can see, I don't have a back sight. That's because I do have a magnifier here. I do have my well, I guess I don't have it. I do still have the back sight. I'm thinking about taking the front sight off, because what's a front sight without a back sight combination? EOTechs, I don't think that they're gonna fail. Never say never though. But for them to be bomb proof, I doubt there's any failing happen. So I feel like I wouldn't need backups. If I do get a backup, there's not even really much room to like put canted sights on here, 45 degrees. Unless I put them like, yeah, there's not really much room. It is shorter barrel, so there's not much room, as in like, you got a 16-inch barrel, you got your LPVO on there, then you got your canted sights or your canted red dot on there. There's not much room on here like that, unless I put them up here, right behind my my pressure switch, which would honestly look a little goofy. So I would not do that. But yeah, thinking about taking that front sight off due to the fact that I don't see my EOTech failing. I always keep a spare battery on me just in case, even though that's a pretty big you know, thing you have to do to take the battery out. You gotta have a flathead on you. Take this little part off. I tried to unscrew it, but that joker's in there pretty good. But yeah, in total, I don't even know what the total price is. I know I tallied it up throughout the video, and like I said before, the price should be at the bottom. This gun, it didn't really break the bank, as if I would have bought a full already built up Mark 18 without any of the attachments and built it out to this. I probably would have been at almost $3.5 grand, which I try to stay away from. To her, yep guys, this is my poor man's Mark 18. If you guys want to build out a Mark 18, I say go a similar route to what I did. Let me just pull this out, make sure. Yep, we're still clear and safe for YouTube sakes. I say go a route that I went. If you got it like that, which I don't, if you got it like that to buy a bare bones Mark 18 from Daniel Defense and still put all the attachments on as neat, hey, you do that. I salute you. I'm gonna give you a proper salute. I salute you. But me, it just wasn't in me to buy a actually full built rifle from Daniel Defense and then put all the attachments on. That would have broke the bank. So yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure you comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000, even though I'm pretty sure we're only at like 300 some subscribers. Then again, this is my first YouTube video. I do have like 2 shorts up. I'm gonna be posting more. I just came back from a deployment, so that kind of delayed my posting. But I am gonna get more into posting for you guys, and the more I learn about firearms, because then again, I did say I am a beginner. The more I learn about these firearms, the more and better the videos get for you guys. So yeah, until then, see you guys later. Love you guys, and
She don't need no makeup on it. I used to wear hand-me-downs, now it's dead stock. Balenci for my bitch, but I'm fucking with the bear rock.